Hello, guys. It's Chia. I'm here creating something actually from my home. Like I told you, we found out that Jennifer is allergic to the epoxy resin. So I will be doing some creating with her as the JenChyPourductions, and I'll actually do that here as JenChyPourductions because no matter where I'm at, we're always a team. So I wanted to try something that I hadn't tried before, and it takes a lot of resin, and you might have a lot of resin left over around places. So this is the reason I decided to try this at home, because of course I don't want my bestie scratching and itching, and especially since she's about ready to go on a vacay. So this was inspired by two of my two other creators, two of my favorite actually. One is someone I followed for a while who does amazing work. She actually pours acrylic as well as resin and other medias, but she just does an amazing job at all the type of medias she does, and that's mixed media. Girl, I don't know if any of you guys watch her, but she has got some amazing art and some amazing projects on her page. Also, I recently started watching Magically Resin, I believe is her name, and she pours a lot of stuff that's shared on a different epoxy than I use. She uses, I want to say Promise Epoxy, I believe is what she uses. I use tea resin. I have just come to like that a lot. And, you know, once you get to know something, that's kind of what you try to stay with. So on about what I was trying to do here. As you can see, I'm going to attempt a vase with also a bowl that matches. But I also like something that Magically Resin was doing. She had put some beautiful stones in one of her creations on the edge. So I broke out some stones that I had previously from years ago. I don't even actually remember what the project was. It might have even been a wedding that I had done. We had helped decorate for, and or a friend's birthday party. I don't know. Anyway, I bought these little stones out, and I'm going to put those around the edge. So I've already finished this project, so I know how everything is going to turn out. And I can't tell you that I was happy. I was happy with the way everything looked, but I'm going to fast forward past this part. So you guys have seen, I'm sure a lot of people pour vases along with bowls. So I'm going to fast forward, and then I'll show you guys what happened in the end and what I figured out. Let me go ahead and fast forward here. Okay, as you can see, the colors are beautiful. I've got some blues, some turquoise, some red, some white, some purples, and those are going to be some of my favorite colors, what I call the peacock colors. So the bowl is going to be beautiful, as well as the vase here. And as you can see, I'm done, and I kind of turn it because oddly enough, my house, the tray I'm doing it on is not even, so things started to spread one way or another. I'm going to fast forward here too, so we can get to the last part of it. And here is where I'm gonna move the vase over onto its own little spot and start on the rest of the bowl. So I'm gonna move my vase over so that it can continue to drip down. I think I'm gonna add a little more color here. I didn't think it had enough color, and I know that on some of the other videos I've seen, they do turn out pretty clear. I mean, the color's there, but they are pretty see-through. So I am going to go back and hopefully add another layer to that. That will probably help me out when I show you the end of this video, and I'm going to fast forward here as well. Here's one of my favorite parts. Of course, I added a little more color to the vase. I couldn't kind of have a hard time not doing that, but I get to torch. And we have a torch here at the house, so that's one of the funnest things I like to do. I torch my flour, and then I actually added the 91% alcohol to the flour just to make sure all my little bubbles and stuff was out. And like I said, I'll show you guys that, and then I'll fast forward through that as well. Okay, here is where I wanted to make mine a little bit different, so I went in with the white, so I could do maybe a floral type pattern. And so you guys have seen where people do that, the floral, and they use their stick and they make the little lines that come in and make it more of a floral pattern. And I'm going to do that for my bowl, because even though they go together, the bowl could be separate if you wanted it to be. So that's what I did here. And we'll fast forward past the little stick part. You guys probably don't want to see that either, but I will show a little bit of that. And this next part is here where I got the idea from the newest artist that I've been watching. And she added some beautiful stones to the edge of one of her bowls, and I just absolutely loved it. And so here you'll see where I'm going to start to add the stone to around the edges of the bowl. And I will actually speed that up as well, and so I can get to the end part and you guys can see what issues I had. Okay, as of right here, the vase and the bowl both turned out really good, and I'll even show you here in a minute me unmolding the bowl as well. And then after I unmolded the bowl, I had an idea that I wanted my stones to kind of lay outward, so the lip of the bowl would lay out, so they would kind of flip out. Well, that's where I ran into the issues, and you see here where I unmolded, and I'll show you both sides of this. It turned out beautiful, and if it had worked out like I wanted it, it would have been a beautiful bowl, but it did not. When I went to bed, it looked pretty good, but when I woke up the next morning, it was ruined. See, beautiful details, everything looks gorgeous, and I was so happy with the way it turned out. Colors, everything looked amazing. Well, I put it inside a bowl, and you'll see here, and I put a weight on it, but what I didn't think about was how the edges, see how I wanted to lay them out. Once I put the weight down on it, the bowl itself cut into the edges of my bowl. So instead of putting something down in it, which I should have, you can see here where it cut the edges, which I had not ever done that before, so I really didn't realize that's what would happen. I think I have a picture here of the weight that I put on top, and I usually put a weight down in it instead, but this time I actually laid it there, which was unfortunate. That's why the problem was caused. So of course, this is what I ended up with. But now take mind, in this household I say, and actually both me and Jennifer say, no resin will ever go to waste. So I will make a bowl out of this, and I'll show you here. I've actually sanded down the ends and added a little color, and I placed it in my bathroom, and I'll use it as a bowl, put some little colorful things in there, trinkets. The only thing is I do have the pieces that came off the top, and I'm not 100% sure of what I won't waste those on. But if you guys can think of something, here's a picture of those pieces. And you guys let me know. Maybe you can think of something I can do with these little things I had left that came off the top of my bowl. Well, you live and you learn. Thanks guys for joining. We'll see you next time. Oh yeah, I did forget to ask you guys, there is some little plus to this, because I have to make another bowl, hopefully that turns out right this time. I will get to add some more color to this vase here. I'm gonna go ahead and put another coat on that, so that is a plus. So hopefully my next bowl will turn out okay, and I'll share that with you guys too. Thanks again.